Hello, everyone. Welcome to this video. So I thought today I'd do a little update with all the solar flares going on, the run up to the solstice. It is an energetic time. We are going to be changing into Gemini season soon as well, which is very exciting. Not long to go for that, just a couple of days, really. And the beautiful thing about Gemini, happy birthday to all Geminis. The wonderful thing about Gemini season is that curiosity, right? Is that playfulness, that curiosity, that allowing all the new inspiration to dance through. It really is it moves us to the peak of spring and early summer as well, which is very exciting for many of you here in the Northern Hemisphere. But along with that comes crop circle season. That's going to be starting soon. We've had all the solar flares from the eclipses. They're going to carry on coming in massive waves. And I don't know about you guys, but there's some really interesting energy coming in. And it's fascinating to me to see how everyone's responding, because every time there are, cosmic storms and solar storms and all these transits of the wonderful cosmic weather that we're having. Every time a year goes by, yes, there are similar themes, yet at the same time, they're very different. They're very different. They have a unique expression. And this year, something that seems to be very apparent is very quick changes. We're not even at Gemini season to get those quick changes about, but a lot of very quick changes, a lot of things that are no longer aligned with leaving and new things coming in. A lot of recalibration occurring as well, physically for many. You may be feeling your body change a little bit. You may be feeling your appetite change, how you want to eat, how you want to drink, how you want to connect with your nourishment, how you want to move your body, what is feeling good to you, what no longer feels good to you. You may find that your patience as well has been a little bit less than there in terms of tolerance of whether it's victim mentality, whether it's, people just not living their authenticity. It's been perhaps a little noticeable that, or for me anyway, that I've just been a little bit more kind of going, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. What will be, kind of unattached in a really good way. Now, of course, when we have all the solar flares, that's like extra radiation coming in from our beautiful, beautiful sun. And when they come in, it is kind of like we get microwaved a little bit, right? Our nervous system wants to upgrade. We get all these incredible light codes. We have the northern lights occur. The waters within us start to bubble and boil. They start to want to move up and out. So you'll have heard us talk before, especially when channeling, about how water is what crystallizes the memory in your body. So it's not the mind that remembers things, it's the mind interpreting what is present in the body. And what the beautiful thing about these solar flares is that it's really allowing us to experience once again these emotions that haven't perhaps completed from times gone by, from previous years, or we're being given or creating for ourselves, choosing for ourselves to create experiences which allow us to release certain things. Something really amusing, not really that amusing, but it was amusing to me in my perspective, because this happened to me and for me, was that I hit my head. I concussed myself 2 weeks ago, and it was a fascinating experience. My whole body went into shock, and it was really quite bad, seemingly for every other human watching. For me, I was like, how funny that I would concuss myself. But it was really interesting, because when I went to bed that night, I found myself up on a starship. And it's really interesting because when I woke up, I was still half there and half here. And I decided to go back to sleep because I wasn't fully back in my body. I was going, oh, okay, they're still doing a little bit of work. But it allowed me a completely different perspective when some people were just going, oh my gosh, you need to be careful, or, are you okay? And of course, the body needed some time to heal itself and to remember its wholeness. following that, and I'm absolutely fine, by the way. Before you start going, oh, you're all right, I'm absolutely fine. It was very funny and very silly. Just learning a new martial art technique, and I just fell over doing it. So it's nothing major. But but I found myself that evening, or in the morning after, I should say, up on a spacecraft. And it's so funny because it's not the first time that I've been up on a craft, and it's definitely not the last. I go quite frequently. But I've never been in that way before. And I was going, guys, could you have not found like, can we not go the usual way I go up there? Why did I have to go by hitting my head? It hurts now. I have a bruise there, a big lump. And they were just, my wonderful invisible friends, the star beings, and just rolling their eyes a little bit and smiling. And it was very beautiful. But what was really fascinating was following that, I got to then choose to have chiropractic care. And I have a wonderful chiropractor. Anyone in Wimborne knows Karma Life. And they amalgamate all these incredible modalities of healing. So it's not just someone's going to crack your bones, they're actually going to sort out your body, the nervous system, and they sort out everything. Like my guy works with runes on the body and everything like that. So it's fantastic. But it was really interesting because he's doing these adjustments and he's going, some of these adjustments that we're doing, these are auric field adjustments. Like something's really like shifted in your auric field from this. I was like, yeah, I was up in a spacecraft and they did a little bit of reconfiguring, a bit of an upgrade. And he was going, yeah, okay. But the reason I'm telling the story is because pairing the ongoing chiropractic care that I'm having and all these adjustments that are happening, pairing that with the solar flares and what the solar flares are intended to do, because they're intended to bring us more of our higher frequency light that is waiting just to saturate our body. And it cannot do so. We cannot fill our body up with who we truly are whilst there is old emotion that hasn't been processed. So something really beautiful happened this week was after going to the chiropractor, one of the adjustments and one of the releases was a big trauma release, was a big trigger point trauma release from about 7-8 years ago. And it was incredible for him to actually pick up on it really and highlight what he thought it was. And I was going, oh, you are psychic. But the point is this, the deepest, most intense emotion came up. And I always, for me personally, it's important to walk in integrity. There are so many out there who perhaps haven't had the experience and gaslight themselves or dismiss themselves. And for me, in my incarnation, it's really important that I don't do that and that I'm walking the walk. And so then I get to experience all this big shadow come up. And I get to then put into practice. I get to put into practice a lot of what I talk about and a lot of what channels through, letting the emotion be the alchemist, knowing that it's going to pass, letting it come up to come out, not acting on it, knowing that you're releasing what has been stored in the body so that more light can enter. And it's incredible the difference that I feel now, a few days following that. The point is that everything is always happening for us. We are choosing it, but we've forgotten in our humanness. We've forgotten first that we're here in a very physical dream. And it's our job to remember that this dream is lucid. And we get to choose. And we choose by how we feel. We choose by how well we allow ourselves to remember our wholeness, especially when we're feeling far separate from it. And no one's exempt from that. Everyone's receiving the same energy, and it's impacting people in a very unique way, right? No one's going to have the same response. And that's the beauty of solar flares. But now we're coming up to the solstice, and solstice is always a massive portal, massive. Equinoxes and solstices, massive portals. Eclipses too, but in a different way. And the solstice always brings about quite a bit of change. It's the time that we're in right now in the run-up is almost like we are building. We are building and changing and releasing and stepping into and embodying a different dimension of ourselves, a different timeline of ourselves. And what our wonderful friends who channel through always say is that there are infinite parallel realities that you are jumping through in every second of every day. Every second of every day, there are infinite parallel realities that you are jumping into and moving through. Your job is just to choose through how you're feeling what wishes to embody. And that's what we're practicing now. In my opinion, that's what it feels like we're practicing now. Where it's going to happen either way, but you get to choose by how you focus your thoughts and how you focus to feel. I'm very, very excited personally because in a week's time, I'll be going to experience a Vipassana. I don't know if any of you have done a 10-day Vipassana. I've never done a 10-day one. I've done shorter ones, but not 10 days. So I'm really looking forward to it. Vipassana is a silent meditation, silent retreat. This one is a few hours away. And so there's no technology, no speaking. It's very simple. You up at 4 a.m. in bed by 9, meditating through the day and just practicing different Buddhist techniques to self-observe and to master the mind. And from what I've heard from friends who have done this before, and some of you may have done, and please share your experience in the comments if you have, it's one of the hardest things to do because it is all about the mind. So I'm very excited to do this because it's going to help me, I think, prepare for when I go away with UK Shaolin to go to China to do the Shaolin training, because that is all about mind and body. So I'm very excited about that. But the reason I say as well is that if you enjoy any of the services that I offer, any of the Arcturian or Pleiadian healings, any of the light language or body scans or recorded video guidance, the last date to book that, to have it before I go away, will be Wednesday. I'm not sure what date Wednesday is. Let me just look super quick. And same for purchasing any crystals. I still have 3 crystal skulls left with the combined citrine that are both attuned. So the skulls are attuned to Serapis Bay and the wisdom of Atlantis. The citrine are attuned to abundance codes and the Arcturians, and they come as a pair. And I still have 3 Auratised clear quartz scarabs left, which are attuned to the 7 suns of ascension and activated by the Northern Lights this weekend. But yeah, the last day before I go away to book any of those things will be Wednesday, the 22nd of May. I'm going to draw some cards here and share. Oh, I've already drawn some cards and I will draw as well a few more. But I think it's just really imperative to remind myself, really, but everyone that's watching, we're all just a version of ourselves in different form, right? Or just a reflection. That if you want the reflection of your reality to smile at you, you smile into the mirror for the mirror to smile back. You wave at the mirror for the mirror to wave back. You give to the mirror for the mirror to give back. You see everything as a reflection. And these next few weeks, they've got the potential to be really, really wonderful. But of course, things are going to continue to change. Like for myself, one of the main things that shifted was I was all set to go on a trip to Sweden to participate in a wonderful event for the solstice in June. That's no longer happening for myself, although the event still will be on. So if you're going, it'll be a wonderful event. But things change very quickly. And I found myself no longer going. And instead of getting hung up over it, I was unattached and appreciative, knowing that it's happening for me and there's a better reason, there's a bigger reason. And so part of that is I feel now I'm going to make the most of the opportunity here to offer a summer solstice intensive version of Anchor Your Light. So Anchor Your Light is the spiritual mentorship, which I offer periodically, maybe 3 times a year. I wasn't going to offer the next one until maybe October. But I'm going to make the most of now being home in the middle of June to be able to offer 3 people. So I've got 2 levels of Anchor Your Light. I've changed it up a little bit to make it even more potent, even more poignant, and even more powerful. So normally we meet once a week. The intensive will be meeting twice a week. So if this calls to you, the intensive Anchor Your Light, so that you can really embody more of who you've ever been, all of who you are, more than ever before, Going to meet twice a week, Monday and Friday, from the 10th of June through the 5th of July. And so what that will do, this is a one-to-one that we meet every Monday, every Friday, every Monday, every Friday, every Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday, for 4 weeks. The solstice is right in the middle, and this is going to help you ensure that you are making the most of all the light codes coming in. You are becoming all of who you are. You're releasing your shadows, releasing your triggers, releasing the things that are blocking you, your limitations. For anyone that has embarked upon Anchor Your Light, it's got incredible reviews, so I thank you. For those who've always gifted me the honor of facilitating this. So for 3 people, I will be able to open that for. So if it calls to you, please do inquire, reach out via my website, and you will get an automated email, which gives you the next steps. There will also be 4 places for once a week around the same time. So this will be on a Wednesday. So if it calls to you to do just once a week, and you are ready to really make the most of this time and step into your role, let's go. Wednesday starting the 12th of June through to the 3rd of July. So that will, once again, the solstice is right in the middle. It will prepare you for the 7-7 gateway, which is always very wonderful. The Arcturians love it. And it will take you right through solstice and prepare you for Lionsgate. So if that calls to you, you can find out more via my website. But for now, I'm going to show you the cards that are drawn to really help support us. Please feel very welcome to ask questions. I'm sure there are many more things that I was going to share and just it hasn't come up. But yes, I still have 3 of these left. These wonderful Auratised Scarabs. I still have 3 of these left. If they call to you. And I still have 3 Serapis Bay attuned skulls and Arcturian attuned natural citrine combined. They work as a power couple, power dynamic. Just have a look at some of the reviews on my crystal page. Ascension crystals of the One True Heart. I do still have 3 modified pieces left as well. Very powerful meteorite. But let's show you the cards that have come through. Ironically, Crystal Skull Wisdom is the first one. I have 2 cards of Atlantis in the first cards coming out. So for right now, between these solar flares, between the solstice, in the run-up to Lionsgate, we have got some incredible wisdom coming in with these solar flares. Incredible wisdom. Lots of star contact. Incredible amount of star contact. Allow yourself to receive. Just be still, be quiet. Be still. Self-observe. Listen to the voices moving through you to the point where you can observe and unidentify with them, unattach from them. And then when you practice enough being still, being present, being in excitement, being open, then you are much more attuned to receiving guidance, communication, and wisdom from other versions of yourself from different realities, oftentimes star beings. Crystal Skull Wisdom will help immensely. Incredibly high frequency that are housed in crystal skulls. I have loads of them. They're very good anchor points as well. Lots of angelic frequency coming in. This really is going to be a time to remember because the amount of high frequency vibration entering is just off the charts. The chance that you have right now, the space is a better way of phrasing it, the space that you have right now to connect and to remember your truth that you are source energy has never been more appropriate to be realized. We have the memories of Atlantis, this gateway here coming in for the 7-7 portal, going all the way through solstice. This is a massive moment of acceleration, massive. Spiritual acceleration, self-realization, progress, wisdom, technology, healing, your own made miracles, source made miracles. Massive, massive, massive right now. We have the blue beings coming in as well. Bringing in more light transmissions. You see, this is charging you up. This is charging you up. Yeah? This is charging you up. This is helping you heal your wounds. This is helping receive information that you need. It is literally like an open canvas ready to be painted. We've got Rumi coming in, this mystical knowledge, the mysteries, a deeper understanding of the mysteries of the laws of the universe. That's all we talk about, laws of the universe. How to play the game and how to master it. That's what you came here to do. Miraculous encounter with Mother Mary coming in, bringing that energy. Miraculous encounters. This is about divine experiences once again. Don't be afraid of being powerful. You cannot go wrong. We have the Akashic Stargate, all these different portals available. You just have to feel good. And let God's love hold you in strength. That's another way of saying source energy. Let source energy hold you. Let yourself remember that you never left the non-physical. You never left source energy. There is no separation there. This is a hologram. This is a physical dream. You just have to remember you can make it lucid. But you can't do it if you've got a lazy mind. You can't do it if you've got lazy will. If you can't choose or choose to see that you are choosing everything, then it's going to be a little bit of a ride for you. But if you recognize that you are choosing every experience, and it's all happening for you, you're going to have one incredible summer. For real. Let's draw 3 more cards here before I say so much love and so much appreciation. And for those that are asking when the next time Tim and myself are working together, that will be on the 11th of July. The event will be raised on my website soon, probably in the next week or 2. And that is going to be really powerful, really wonderful. If you've ever seen us work together, it's always off the charts. So I'm really looking forward to working with that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful man, my beautiful brother. And we look forward to bringing through the special treat that we have for you on the 11th of July. So stay tuned for the link for that. But let's choose a few more cards. And Jackie as well has just confirmed me for an in-person event in September. Really exciting. I think that's on the 7th, the Hamworthy Club. I think it is. 7th of September. And we will also be channeling live again at some point in August with Jackie. Let's see. Right now, going into Gemini season, carry on working through any feelings that arise. Don't keep it away from you. Bring it in, feel it. You got to feel it to heal it. You know this. You guys know this. Work through whatever came up with all the Aries energy, right? Because we had a lot of planets in Aries. Believe in your good luck. This card's come out a few times. I kept putting it back in because I wasn't ready to draw cards with this deck yet. And this has come out again. So believe in your good luck. Know that you're creating your luck. Know it. If you want to be a millionaire tomorrow, you can do it. You just got to release all the blocks that's stopping it coming in. There is nothing stopping you having what you need other than your beliefs, other than your feeling that you're not worthy of it. Whether that's love, whether that's opportunity, creation, freedom, whatever it is. Everything that you've ever wanted is all around you already, just waiting to birth into physical. You just have to go and grab it and take inspired action. So that's enough rambling from me today. I love you all so much. I appreciate you all so much. If you are not yet on my crystal page, Ascension Crystals of the One True Heart, please go over and give it a little hello. I'm trying to build that page up a little bit so I can get some more wonderful crystals in for you. And yeah, I look forward very much to sharing how the Vipassana retreat went and to connecting with you again. I very much look forward to seeing who I'm going to work with for Anchor Your Light through the solstice. So much love, so much joy. Bye for now.